Max Speeding Rod sent over their flagship turbo with ball bearings. This is new for me to test. Let's dive into what they sent over. Let's go. Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I'm Matt. Max Speeding Rod sent over their flagship turbo, the GT30 71, but it does have one key upgrade. Rather than it being a journal bearing style turbo, it has ball bearings, and this isn't available to the market just yet, so they're sending it over for me to test, put about 100 miles on, and to give feedback. So hopefully this unit, it should lower my power band from that GT35 that we've been running with excellent results. Thus far I have about 3,000 miles on that turbo. However, for my 1.8 liter, it doesn't really kick in until about 5,000 RPM, and we have a power band up to about 8,000. So I'm wanting to shift that down a little bit, and we'll see if this turbo will be more responsive, not only down lower, but how fast it spools up, being that it's a ball bearing turbo. It is a little bit smaller of a turbo, so naturally it will shift my power band down, which would be nice, so I'm not having to wring the thing out just to really get some power. Maybe we can get it to kick in around 3,500. That would be great. But let's take a look at this turbo. Pow! Max Speeding Rods was kind enough to send over this turbo. And ladies and gentlemen, I've opened this up already. So I was excited to take a look at it. And they sent this to, of course, essentially to test this. But I just kind of wanted to show you what they sent. Here is the Turbski itself. It's really nicely packaged. They had some other foam and whatnot in here. I think you've seen me unbox enough turbos from them, but I just kind of want to talk about what this is and what we'll be doing with it. And here's the other little package that comes along with it. It does come with V-bands with this particular turbo. I have yet to open all this stuff up. We've got our gaskets, our banjo oil feed bolt here. There's some troubleshooting causes and fix there. And then they've got some instructions that come along with it, many different languages. And I imagine this is probably, yeah, some sort of catalog of different things that they do offer. So be sure to check them out. I will leave a link down below with a code that you can use to get a discount off their products. I've been using most everything they have for my build. They've been working out fantastic. But let's get a closer shot of this turbo. Of course, it comes with a little paper. Again, this is their GT30 71 flagship turbo, and it has a forged CNC billet well compressor, aluminum billet well, say that 3 times fast. A forged billet wheel CNC machined inducer wheel here. Now what's special about this one is they're testing out doing ball bearing stuff. They sent it to me in order to test it, and I've been wanting to test a GT30 71 setup for some time now. They've sent me one years ago, but I've been running the GT35 82. This is a little bit smaller of a turbo. However, we can boost this one up to 3 bar or 4 bar, meaning we can go up to about 43 to 45 PSI with this particular unit. And it's got a nice kind of knurled machining going on here for your outlet. This is, on the compressor side, this is 2 inches, so it is a little bit of a step down, which isn't a big deal. It's got a anti-surge housing here, kind of the traditional GT30 styling. This is 4 inches, and it already has a fitting for our boost controller, which I'll be converting that over to, rather than using a rubber hose, we'll use the plastic high pressure hose. I don't even know what it's called. Or at least I'm drawing a blank at this moment. And one of the other cool things about this turbo, this housing is stainless steel. It's got a V-band, I believe that's 2 inches. It's got a V-band for the exhaust side on the turbine housing here, which for testing purposes, I am going to put the traditional T3 with the 4-bolt flange on just to test it. And if I really like this one, I'll convert my manifold over. And it's got your traditional oil feed. It is a cooling style center cartridge and a traditional drain right there. So it's a nice looking unit, capable up to 700 horsepower. And I'll throw some specs up here as to the amount of temp that this exhaust turbine can take. But I'm excited to test this out and put it on the car. I asked them to go ahead and send me a oil feed and return kit, which they kindly did so. It comes with all the gaskets and fittings, everything you can possibly need in order to plumb the turbo. This is my first ball bearing setup as far as the turbo goes. I've been using their journal style bearing turbos and they've worked great, and I feel practically very little play, at least nothing I can really tell. Does spin nicely. But once we get this lubricated and broken in, we'll do some video of, once I shut the car down, see what the difference is as far as how long this will spin versus the journal turbo. So I'll have to get some video of that. One of the things I'm really impressed with is how smooth this stainless steel housing is. So I'm excited to install this turbo, test it out. There are a couple things that I will need to order and change up a little bit on the car in order to make this work while I'm in there fixing the seal on the transmission while I have the wheel and the CV shaft out. One of my boots have come off, so I need to fix that as well. So we'll get in there, we'll fix those issues, and we'll install the turbo and continue tuning. Don't forget, I have a link down in the description. You can use my code MattChevy to get 10 to 15% off. I forget what it is exactly, but I'll have that information down in the link. And until next time, peace out.